Hello, everyone. Welcome to this presentation on cloud security basics. I am Jaya Lakshmi AP, and this is part of my TechnoHacks Internship Task 7. Today, we will explore IAM, encryption, data protection, and security features of major cloud providers. Here is what we will cover today. We will go through cloud security concepts, identity and access management, encryption, data protection, common threats, best practices, AWS, Azure and GCP security features, real-world examples, and finally, key takeaways. Cloud security is a set of policies and technologies that protect cloud systems and data. It is based on three principles: confidentiality, which restricts data access to authorized users only; integrity, which keeps data accurate and tamper-proof; and availability, which ensures services are always accessible. IAM controls who can access what in the cloud. It has four components. Users are individual accounts. Groups are collections of users with shared permissions. Roles provide temporary access to services. And policies are documents that define allowed or denied actions. This principle means giving users only the minimum permissions they need. The flow is simple: request access, verify identity, check policy, grant or deny, then log the activity. Best practices include enabling MFA, auditing permissions regularly, and using role-based access control. Encryption converts data into an unreadable format for protection. Encryption at rest protects stored data using AES 256, like on AWS S3. Encryption in transit protects data moving between systems using TLS and SSL. Cloud providers also offer key management services like AWS KMS and Azure Key Vault. Key data protection strategies include data classification by sensitivity level, regular backup and recovery, data masking in non-production environments, data loss prevention to stop unauthorized transfers, retention policies for data lifecycle, and compliance with GDPR, HIPAA, and ISO 27001. The most common threats are data breaches from unauthorized access, misconfiguration of open storage buckets, insider threats from employees, DDoS attacks that flood services with traffic, and account hijacking using stolen credentials. Knowing these threats helps us defend against them. AWS offers IAM for access control, KMS for encryption keys, Shield for DDoS protection, GuardDuty for threat detection using machine learning, CloudTrail for API logging and auditing, and Macie for discovering and protecting sensitive data. Azure provides Active Directory for identity management, Key Vault for secrets, Defender for Cloud for threat protection, DDoS protection, Azure Monitor for security insights, and Azure Policy to enforce compliance standards across all resources. GCP offers Cloud IAM for access control, Cloud KMS for key management, Security Command Center as a risk dashboard, Cloud Armor for DDoS and WAF, VPC service controls to prevent data leaks, and Chronicle SIEM for AI-powered threat detection. Always enable multi-factor authentication. Apply least privilege for all users. Encrypt data at rest and in transit. Audit access logs regularly. Keep systems updated. Follow zero trust model. Perform penetration testing. And train employees on security awareness. Capital One in 2019 lost 100 million records due to misconfigured IAM roles. Netflix uses AWS IAM and SecurityMonkey for continuous cloud auditing. Dropbox encrypts every file with AES 256 and uses separate keys per file to limit breach damage. Important regulations include GDPR for EU data privacy, HIPAA for healthcare data in the USA, ISO 27001 for global information security, SOC2 for cloud provider auditing, PCI DSS for credit card data, and CCPA for California consumer privacy rights. To summarize, cloud security is a shared responsibility. IAM controls access. Encryption protects data. All three major cloud providers have strong security tools. Misconfiguration is the top threat, and compliance is mandatory. Remember, security is not a product, but a process. That is the end of this presentation. A special thank you to our mentor, Sandip Gavit from TechnoHacks EduTech, for the guidance and support. This was presented by Jayalakshmi AP. Thank you for watching.